familiar territory. As you see, both of these teams are used to being very successful, as you can see by their records and accomplishments on the year. But we'll see who can outlast the other team.
St. Joseph's back to work. Malcolm Price at the top of the key. Hands it left side to Julius. Julius works around a pick from Sacker and throws it into the right corner to the other Price.
And on this possession, you want a good shot. You know, even if you make it or not, you want to make sure you work yourself into a good shot. Try to get the momentum back in your favor.
Morinini with an off-balance floater from 6 feet, no good, but the outlet pass is stolen away by Price. Price up ahead to Morinini. Morinini has his shot rejected underneath the goal, but he'll go to the Central Maloney free throw line for a couple of freebies.
I think a lot of people thought he got a clean block on that one. Was able to get 2 hands on it and pin it to the glass, and Josiah rose. But he's going to be called for the foul, sending St. Joe's to the line.
Morinini at the Central Maloney charity stripe. First free throw's up and off. No good. We'll have one more upcoming. Gunnar Morinini, described as just tough by his head coach.
And you can see him scrapping down in the paint, and not a very tall kid, but definitely giving forth his complete effort. Second free throw is good. 21-13 now to score. Faith family on top.
Just under 7.5 to play in the second quarter. Faith family shooting 50% from the field, 7 of 14.
Seeing the motion offense against his zone by Faith family.
Faith family trying a three from the outside. That one's good. What a shot by Williams.
And that's the way you get a team out of the zone.
Oh, my gosh. Yeah, that won't take long. Malcolm Price back to work. St. Joseph's needs to answer. Step back, three-pointer from the right wing. Well, that's a good way to answer.
Beautiful shot.
My goodness.
Majority of the shots coming from the two brothers for St. Joe's so far in this game.
Both very efficient scorers as they get a steal. Malcolm Price, speaking of, up ahead, gets some contact underneath, does not get the call, but they'll save the ball back inbounds, and Julius Price will finish this one off with a put back. Trying to beat him back the other way is Faith family. The shot rejected off the backboard, but we've got a goaltending.
I think they're going to say he hit the glass first before he pinned it, which results into a basket.
I believe that was Barre that tried to pin it against the back, or not Barre, that was Place that tried to pin it against the backboard. But goaltending has been called, and Faith family will come to the defensive side with a 26-17 lead, and St. Joseph's has just committed an offensive foul. Number 4, Barre, called for the moving screen well away from the basketball. You don't want those fouls.
Absolutely, and that's the guy you're going to need on the court for you.
That's your big guy.
Right.
As Tom Mott trying to encourage his team to get back into this ball game, but Faith family doesn't seem interested in slowing down anytime soon. Rose works against pressure from Price. Dumps it down low to Place. And Place is fouled going up. He'll go to the Central Maloney free throw line, and he'll have a couple shots.
And again, that's going to be on Barre. Now 2 here in this first half. He's going to have to be careful down in the paint. 6:04 remaining here in the second quarter. You're definitely going to need him in the second half.
Gallagher Place at the free throw line. Drains the first of 2. 6:04 to go in the first. As Aida comes back into the game for St. Joseph's, and he'll give a rest to Barre. Barre has 2 fouls. Aida back on the floor with his 2 fouls. One more free throw upcoming in the meantime from Place, and this one's good as well. Lead back to double digits. It's 11. Faith family all over St. Joseph so far tonight. Gunnar Morinini on the right wing. Gets it to the top of the key. That's Price. Julius, turnaround, jump shot from 12 feet. That one's good.
Wow. Mid-range jumper. The Price brothers definitely can knock him down. And we haven't seen full court pressure as we've seen in the previous game so far.
Julius and Malcolm have 8 and 9 points respectively. St. Joseph's coming back the other way. Big 3 on the way from Place, and that's why that young man's going to Wake Forest.
Absolutely. The big man shooting from outside made it look effortless as he's able to knock down the three.
Julius Price gives to his brother Malcolm. St. Joseph's just looking for anything that'll work right now. But they're going to need to get hot on the defensive end before they get hot on the offensive end. Malcolm Price might have got away with a push-off. Throws one up from long range, no good. Offensive rebound, though. The putback won't go from Sacker, but he's fouled by Placide and will head to the free throw line. Gallagher Placide picks up his first.
It's going to send him to the line.
And it sure is. William Sacker stands at the Central Maloney charity stripe, puts the first one up. Kind of a little short arm. That one's a little more looking like a big guy free throw.
Right, a big man shot. But definitely need these points, man, right now. Again, trailing in the ball game by 12. You don't want to get too far away from you.
Still a lot of time left, but you're exactly right. You don't want him too far ahead. He missed them both. 5:05 left in the second quarter. Faith family back to work against St. Joseph's. They'll work the ball around the perimeter. Williams has it on the right side. He'll raise up over Aita and shoot a three. No good, off the mark. Coming away with it is Price.
Sorry about that.
No.
That shot seemed a little bit rushed.
You could probably get that shot later in the shot clock if you wanted it.
Absolutely.
Price to Price on the right side. Malcolm has it taken away. Placide comes up with it. Placide with a nice bounce pass across the lane, and it ends itself up in a foul. He gave it to Williams on a great bounce pass through the lane in transition, and Williams is fouled by number 35, Aita, and that's his third.
And that's a tough one there. He made very little contact, if any. But I guess the angle the official was standing appeared there may have been an infraction there, but nonetheless, going to send Faith family to the line.
Now, I will say this crew of referees did bring us candy earlier in the afternoon.
Oh, in that case, that's a good call.
That's exactly right. We just got to go with, I told him, I said, look, I can be bought and paid for, okay, and I'm cheap. 2 Jolly Ranchers is all it's going to take. And I think they brought 3.
All right.
32-19 our score. Faith family trying to extend their lead even further with the next upcoming free throw from Williams, and he drains it.
And on a serious note, they are doing a good job here in the tournament so far, the officiating.
Absolutely, they are. These are tough games to officiate.
Absolutely. Knowing what to call and what not to call, give them a little leeway, but don't want to get out of hand.
Whistling an offensive foul, I believe, possibly. Still haven't seen a signal from the referee.
I think he called a block there, Sam.
You're exactly right. He sure did. So Barre is going to go to the free throw line. 2 new players on the floor for the first time tonight for St. Joseph's. Number 10, that's Geronimo, first team all-name. And number 21, Ormond, getting their first action of the night. And we've got some questions from the referees. They're all converging. And we're having a conference at the top of the key there. And they'll say the basket does count, and we will only have 1 free throw. I'm glad they did that. I would have been confused.
It was a close one there, too. Could have went either way, a charge or a blocking foul, but he's not able to connect on the free throw.
Did not matter in the end. Faith family working on offense. They haven't been stopped many times tonight, but they are this time. No, I'm sorry. It's going to stay with Faith family. The ball was knocked out of bounds, but off the reaching hand of Malcolm Price.
Again, defensive pressure kind of picking up, but only in the half court. Again, hadn't seen any full court pressure as of yet.
Jones and Williams play catch on the right wing. Now Jones will start with the left hand across the lane, loses it out of bounds. It's going to stay with Faith family, though, out of bounds off of Sacker.
Still plenty of time on the shot clock for Faith family, so don't have to rush a shot here.
And up come the Eagles. 8-6 on the shot clock. Shot is well short, and Julius Price takes it away. Coming back the other way is Price. Stopping and starting. Hands off to Malcolm, and then screens for him. Malcolm works over the top of the screen, but throws the basketball away on the pass. Faith Family pushing up ahead, up to Moody. Moody at the rim is fouled and will go to the Central Maloney free throw line for a couple. I think they're going to call that on Julius Price, who is slow to get up.
And I think Price may hit his tailbone there, trying to draw the charge.
That never feels good.
Ever. in any sport.
No, sir. That's right.
But again, hopefully it's okay. And the only thing you really can do for something like that is just put ice on it, man.
That's right.
It's a tough fall there, but
rub some dirt, grit your teeth, hope for the best.
That's right.
Williams will have 2 Central Maloney free throws when we are ready for play at the 3:30 mark of the second period. 3:28, rather. Williams has 8. He can have 10 by the time he leaves the Central Maloney line, and he's got 9 with the first one. Gunnar Morinini checks in for St. Joseph's, giving a rest to Geronimo. And Faith Family has a couple of substitutions.
Josiah Rose returns, as well as
Marius Miles, number 11.
Miles, yes. Great job with that name as well.
How about that?
I had to wait on you on that one.
There's been some tough ones today. I hope we've got them all right. It's fantastic to have all this talent from out of state joining us. If you're joining us from California or Texas, we just want to thank you so much for being a part of our broadcast today as Julius Price rises up and knocks one down from, I'm talking about, he hit that from Watson Chapel.
Wow, beautiful shot from way downtown. Bang.
35-24, 3 ball on the way the other way. That's off the mark, no good. Morinini was going for the rebound for St. Joseph's, and he was wrapped up from behind. Foul goes, I believe, against Miles, number 11.
And again, you see the scrappiness of Morinini right there. Textbook blockout, was able to draw the foul.
Morinini was a ball boy here at St. Joseph's when he was 8 years old. And he grew up around this program. A lot of pride in this young man. Faith Family nursing a 35-24 lead, but St. Joseph's with the ball, trying to cut into it. And the Stanford commit, Julius Price, off target with a fadeaway jump shot. It'll go back to Faith Family from Texas. Jones works around a screen, into the paint, into the chest of Barre, misses the shot, and Sacker comes in to wipe the boards clean. Malcolm Price spinning in the lane the other way for St. Joseph's. He's fouled going up, and he'll head to the Central Maloney free throw line. And El Boogie doesn't feel like there may be a little bit of a momentum switch, that St. Joseph's may be recapturing some of that right now.
I mean, that's a great call because the last few trips down the court played very well defensively, able to get to the line here. And again, the Price brothers leading this St. Joe's team have another opportunity here to get a little bit closer.
Malcolm Price knocks down the free throw. He's got 10 points. His brother Julius with 11. He can tie him with the next free throw. St. Joseph's shooting 2 of 4 from beyond the arc. They're not shooting a bad percentage. They're just not shooting very many threes.
And we said earlier on in the game, it seems like their main goal was to attack the basket. And they've done a good job here so far in the game.
Second free throw is a bit long for Malcolm Price. The problem is Faith Family's 5 of 12. That's incredible.
Right. That's the issue.
And 10 of 21 just from the field in general. Placey goes to work against Barre, sizing him up at the free throw line. Spin move. Barre shut him down well there. He's got to get rid of it. Williams rises up from the right elbow, and Williams knocks it down.
Great defense there by Barre, but teammate able to knock down that mid-range jumper to extend the lead.
Julius Price on the offensive side gets a bump as he tries a floater from 12 feet. Knocked him off balance a little bit, and he's going to go to the Central Maloney free throw line for a couple of freebies. And Gallagher Placey, big fan of the name Gallagher, by the way. That's a fantastic first name.
Absolutely.
Is called for the foul.
We see Julius Price still kind of favoring the tailbone after the hard fall a couple of possessions ago. But again, these kids are young, they're tough. And it's going to take a little bit more than that, I think, to get them out the ball game.
Oh, absolutely.
Pulling within 9 points.
And Placey will come out of the game. Williams back in for the Eagles of Faith Family Academy from the DFW area.
Check that 11-point difference, now down to 10.
St. Joseph's just trying to chip away, just trying to do anything they can to create space and chip into this lead.
And that's what you want to do. You want to stay close as you possibly can and then make a push towards the end of the ball game.
And we saw that in the last game, as we saw a really nice comeback there in the game before this one. Gillian Academy comes back to beat Atastasita. Faith Family with the ball, up double digits. Kick out, three-pointer, left side. That's no good by Williams. Price comes out of there with it. St. Joseph's wants to move quickly. Julius Price, what a great move to get around some pressure and throws it off the backboard. It's pinned to the backboard after that. That's goaltending. Count the basket.
Yeah, that one hit the glass first, so defender getting there just a little bit too late.
How about that with Price able to play off 2 feet from the Euro step?
Right, that was a beautiful move.
Just looks athletic. As Jones pulls and fires over Malcolm Price, he misses. Julius gets the rebound. Julius is going to race against 3 defenders. All the way to the bucket. Off the glass, no good. Kind of off balance there. Was just looking for a foul. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to go over to Faith Family.
And an awkward little fall there. Thank goodness young men are okay.
Julius Price just falls awkwardly.
But he's able to get his shots up.
Absolutely. And if you can, man, do it. Rose has it outside for Faith Family. Gives back to Williams, who has 9 points. And the other Williams has 12. Williams number 0 has 12. Williams number 5 has 9. And they'll play catch here on the offensive side. Down inside, they throw it now to Rose. What a great spin move. I don't know how he created as much space as he did down there. It's taken away, though. Malcolm Price coming back with it for St. Joseph's. Into the chest of Jones, and they'll back it back out again. Julius Price, they can take the last shot.
I'm not sure if you saw what happened, but he actually threw the ball behind his defender and caught it on the other side.
That's incredible.
On the move. Yes.
That's ridiculous.
I think that's what I saw. Oh, wow. 10 seconds remaining.
Malcolm Price content to just sit and watch a little bit. And he's going to let the clock go down to 4. Down to 3. Shot clock at 2. He heaves. Off the mark, no good, but the putback just before the buzzer at the end of the second period is good. And that's a big one because it makes it a single-digit ball game at the end of the second period.
And they may going to take a look at this one.
They're going to take a look at it. And that's the end of the first half. They'll call it the end of the first half as the coaching staff just wants to make Faith Family with a 6-point lead. Now, this lead was wider at one point in the first half. St. Joseph's clawing it back, led by the Price brothers. Julius and Malcolm with 15 and 10, respectively, in the first half.
We'll see if they can pick up where they left off.
Braden Williams for Faith Family. He is leading them with points on the floor with 9. I'm sorry, Placy has 10. And Faith Family has the basketball first to get things started in the second half. Jones drives the right side, gets stuck, has to turn around, gives it to Placy, and Placy just knocks down one from way downtown. That was beyond the college three-point line here in the convention center.
Yeah, they look like from the Mississippi-Arkansas border right there. Knocked it down.
Pleasure to have all of our fans from the visiting teams here with us tonight on the broadcast. If you're from California or Texas, we've enjoyed having your teams here for the King Cotton Classic as St. Joseph's turns it away on offense. Great read by Rose to take away the pass. Coming down the other end of the floor. Placide up top, gives it back down to Rose on a little give and go. Rose, though, can't finish inside, and Price comes down with it. Julius Price drives, dishes way underneath to Sacker, and a good find so Sacker can finish it inside, cutting the lead to 7.
Beautiful pass there by Price to find his man underneath the basket, and he was able to finish. Rattled around a little bit, but was able to get it in.
Faith Family on the move. Placide inside. He's fouled. He got a shot off as he moved from left to right across the paint. The foul will be on the floor, though, as he was held on the drive.
Good pick up there. So they'll inbound underneath their own basket, holding on to a 7-point advantage. Faith Family.
Foul goes against Abdul Barre. That's his third. Important to note here as we are early in the second half. but it doesn't matter as Williams knocks down a huge three, and Faith Family might be heating up a little bit from beyond the arc. Price drives back the other way. Julius Price off the glass, high off the glass, and he's also fouled. He'll shoot a Central Maloney free throw. How about that exchange right there?
Beautiful finish there at the end. Needed a basket, hadn't scored here in the second half, and a much-needed basket by St. Joe's and Price.
Both these teams shooting right at 50% from the field and 50% from beyond the arc.
Three-point play.
As he makes the Central Maloney free throw, cutting the deficit back to 7. Williams has it around the screen, gets to Placé. Placé pulls up from downtown. That's no good. Offensive rebound, Williams. Williams back to work. From beyond the arc, he'll launch. That's no good. Off the mark. Williams got his own board again, and this time lays it in with 0 infringement in front of him. He just didn't give up on the play there.
Great hustle and paid off with the layup. Again, as you mentioned, not giving up on the play, continued to battle, and was rewarded with the easy basket.
Tayshawn Williams leads his team with 14. As St. Joseph's feeds the low post from the high post, but Barre cannot finish inside that time. And Placé comes away with it for the Eagles of Faith Family. Placé into the paint, dishes off to the right side. Young goes up strong. He's fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line. Mr. Young, that's only his first and second points of the game.
But capitalizing with a strong move inside. I thought for a moment there he wasn't going to be able to get the shot up, but was able to get it up and in. And we'll have an opportunity for a three-point play the old-fashioned way.
He stands at the line now and bounces it a couple times, leans in hard, and the righty puts it up and just off the mark, off the backside of the rim and out. And Julius Price comes away for St. Joseph's. He'll rise up off the step back. Oh, my goodness.
Wow, what a shot, what a shot.
Right in the face of Williams. That was incredible.
And they're not shy about shooting the ball, the Price brothers.
You ain't kidding.
Whoa, strong move there at the end. As that's number 22, Xavier Young, finally starting to wake up a little bit. Had scored over 20 points in the first game that he played, but it's been pretty quiet here tonight. Starting to wake up here in the second half.
Xavier Young, and I got to call his game yesterday against Pine Bluff High School, and Faith Family just dismantled Pine Bluff. Anytime you win a game by 70 points, I don't care who you're playing or who you are. That's impressive.
Absolutely.
Misses the free throw. Great offensive board by Placé. And the five-star doing work on the inside glass earns himself 2 more points. As whistling a foul, Malcolm Price was driving the right side and was fouled on the floor. St. Joseph's will inbound this time from the baseline. Just under 5 to play here in the third quarter. And Faith Family with a 51-39 lead. Inbounds play. Julius Price, quick 3. That's no good from the right side. Young pulls down the board, and Faith Family can move.
They'll push it to the front court. The big man from downtown. Nice rotation on the shot, but misses.
Didn't have Young launching a three-pointer on with 30 seconds on the shot clock on my bingo card.
I'm sure the coach doesn't agree with it either.
Placé in the left corner. He'll drive, but before he did that, he took a couple too many steps as he got set up, and that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, you got to put the ball on the floor before taking a step, young man.
Those pesky rules, man. Always getting in the way of our fun.
Yeah.
Faith Family goes to the bench. Braden Williams now comes back into the game, and Tayshawn Williams will have a seat. So it's Braden Williams, Jones, Placé, Young, and Rose on the floor right now for the Eagles as Julius Price rises up and knocks down another big one. The Stanford commit is having a day. 25 for Julius Price, and timeout on the floor. The lead's cut back to 10 right here at the King Cotton Classic. We'll take 30 seconds and be back after the timeout. You're listening to it on the Deltaplex Sports Network. And back inside the Convention Center. As Faith Family still holding on to a double-digit lead over St. Joseph's. St. Joseph's made a couple runs tonight, LaRon, but just haven't pulled ahead.
Yeah, family has done a great job. Every time the St. Joe's try to get a little bit closer, they answer the bell. And here in the second half, they've been in control for the most part.
Man defense for St. Joseph, so Faith Family runs the weave outside, and that gets a man free for three. That's Jones. His three's off the mark, but a whistle and a foul going for the rebound is going to go against number 22. That's Young.
Yeah, got caught over the back right there. Good job by, that was Sacre.
Yep. That's third foul against Young tonight.
Sacre did a good job blocking him out.
Alley-oop play run to Gunnar Morinini. That's not the guy that you have on your defensive prep sheet to be running the alley-oop play, but he threw it down.
Great job there.
Young now inside is fouled hard. And he went up as Sacker was playing defense, and Sacker got stuck with his hand in the cookie jar.
And again, we've seen number 22, Xavier Young, be a lot more aggressive here in this second half. Had a quiet first half. Down with 4 points. Also with 3 fouls.
Central Maloney free throw line has been good to the Eagles today, as Williams puts it up and got that one to go. 1 for 1, and he's got another one upcoming. 3:22 mark in the third.
And again, another one of these big men with a nice soft touch at the free throw line.
Tournament's full of them. Still one more game to go. We got the nightcap left. The other half of the semifinals will be decided. But for right now, it's back to a 10-point lead for Faith Family, and Malcolm Price is looking for an answer. Morinini and Price play catch up top. Price back to Price. He got lost, top of the key, wide open three, and he missed it. That's as open a look as he'll get. But Faith Family wipes the boards, and they can run. Plus he doesn't give it up all the way inside. Lost the handle going up. It's taken away, but taken right back by Young, and Young flushes down with 2 hands.
Tough break there by Price. He lost it there, but Young right there to clean it up and slam it home.
Julius Price, guarded by Placide. Price has 25 tonight. His brother's got 10, and he throws it off to his brother. Thought about a 3, didn't shoot it. Gives it up to Morinini. Morinini goes up strong and misses the shot, but a whistle and a foul goes against the St. Joseph's Knights. And it goes against Sacker, number 5, for St. Joseph's, his second.
Got caught slipping there on the backside, picking up a foul.
Now inside they go Rose. Rose has his shot rejected by Sacker. Morinini comes out of there with it for St. Joseph's. 2-on-1. Morinini shoots it himself, misses, but a cleanup and a putback by Price.
Beautiful move there by Price to clean up his teammate. Missed shot as we have a stoppage in play here.
Well, great job running the floor. And a bench warning against Faith Family. Evidently somebody was having words with the official running down the floor. Faith Family will inbound. Just a warning that time. And they get back to work. Jones, yet to be entered into the stat sheet today. He's got it up top. As they work it down inside to Young. Young earned position inside against Sacker and backs him all the way in off the glass and in.
Strong move there by Young, getting down in the post. Just went right through the outstretched arms of his defender.
Malcolm Price stepped back from the free throw line. Great move, couldn't finish. And with a minute 45 left, Faith Family comes out of there with it. Left side Jones working against Price, has to back it out again.
Nice look.
And a good look inside as he throws it in there. And Williams is able to finish inside. Williams has got 14. For St. Joseph's, all the scoring coming from the Price brothers. 37 of their 45 points. Malcolm, speaking of, will hoist from 3. His shot no good. Ormond gets the ball back, though, and another 3 from the other Price is no good. But this time the putback flush is good from Sacker.
Great effort there by Sacker. Didn't give up on the play, was able to get the offensive board and put it back for a much-needed basket for St. Joe's.
And a basket from a man not named Price.
Right.
Even more important. Under 1 to play in the third.
Oh, nice cut.
Great back cut by number 22, Young. Xavier Young has had a really good quarter. He's up to 12 points now. And we've got a travel.
Yeah, Price got caught on the defender trying to Euro step around him. Good call by the official.
Ball goes back to the Eagles. 43 to play, 35 on the shot clock. And doesn't look like they're interested in a 2-for-1. Jones works around a couple screens, but a whistle and a foul on the screen goes against Young. He tried to get a little bigger than he was on that pick and bumped Morinini. That's a foul.
Yeah,
and that's 4 on Young.
Yes, that could be crucial here heading into the fourth and final period. And right there, you can't extend that knee. You see that in the NBA a lot of times. They want to kind of lean toward the defender and kind of block him off, but you can't extend that knee to set the pick.
Young, the biggest player inside for the Eagles. And he's got 4 fouls and will sit for a while because we've still got a whole other period to play as Malcolm Price is going to dribble out the remainder of the clock and hold for the last shot. 61-47. St. Joseph's trails, but they've got the ball. Morinini on the right wing now. Over to Price. Julian Price by himself in the right corner. He'll drive, stop, pop from there. That's no good. Off-balance shot, and that will take us to the fourth. We've played 3, but nothing's decided yet. 61-47 is our score, and we'll step aside and come back with fourth quarter action right after this. King Cotton Holiday Classic.
Had been quiet in the first half, but came out in that third quarter and was very aggressive, and now on the board now with 12 points.
Well, and he's got to go have a seat because he's got 4 fouls, and so they're going to start this fourth period without him. Malcolm Price will inbound right in front of El Boogie and throw it to his brother, Julius, in the backcourt.
Underway.
And here we go. One more game on the docket today. We've been at it since 10 o'clock this morning. We hope you've enjoyed our coverage so far today. Geronimo back in the – oh, no, I was going to say something good about him. Geronimo back in the game for St. Joseph. Just traveled with the basketball. Love the name Geronimo.
Yeah, absolutely. And you mentioned that semifinal matchup of the night would be St. Michael's taking on Inglewood. Should also be another great ball game.
St. Michael's beat the team that a lot of people expected to win this tournament on Saturday, and Inglewood has the nation's leading scorer.
Right. What a way to close off tonight.
That's pretty incredible. Plus, he's in trouble down the low block. He's got to get rid of it for Faith Family, and he does. Up top, they work it. Jones on the left side. He'll drive, get contact, go to the free throw line. He's got 2 shots coming up at the Central Maloney free throw line.
And Faith Family did a good job that time. Moved the basketball around to try to find a good shot. Headed to the cup was Josiah Jones. Now he'll get an opportunity for 2 shots. But that's what you want to see, especially when you hold on to a lead in the fourth and final period.
LeRon, I'm amazed at how well these teams are shooting the basketball. Faith Family 21 of 41, and St. Joseph's 18 of 36. Both teams at or around 50%. You just don't see that very often as the first free throw is good.
Especially in high school basketball. But again, some of the top teams in the nation here tonight, or in this tournament, and they're showing you exactly why.
Second free throw is good as well. St. Joseph's has out-rebounded Faith Family 26-20, but they've also turned it over more, 12-7. Morinini in the corner, launches from 3. That's good. If he can get going, we're going to have a really good fourth quarter. Lead trimmed to 13. Stopping and starting is Jones. Now dishing off to the middle of the floor, Moody. Moody kicks it out. Williams. And Williams is number 0. That is Braden Williams. 3 ball on the way from the corners. No good. St. Joseph's with the rebound. St. Joseph's out of Santa Maria, California. Julius Price up top. He put Placy in a bad spot and drew a foul. Kind of crossed him over, and Placy had to grab him to keep him from going by. That's 3 now on Placy.
All right, reaching for the ball there, but got a handful of wrist.
Yep, that's gonna get you booked.
Every time.
Price to Price. Malcolm with the basketball. Screen up top from Barre. Malcolm works around it to the right side, looking for a 3, but couldn't get open. Now he comes off another screen at the left side on the wing, still not open, but he'll shoot it anyway. Over Placy, and Placy might have altered the shot a little bit as he didn't touch anything. The ball goes out of bounds over to Faith Family.
He was on target there, but misfired as the ball was short. And you see Faith Family doing a better job defending the three-point shot here in the second half.
Much
in
better.
this fourth period.
At one point, Faith Family was 4 of 8, 50% from three. Now 4 of 10 as they've missed their last two. Faith Family inside. Throwing it off the back of the rim is Placide. Got his own rebound, though, and works against Barre. To the drop step move. Just kind of launches it up at the goal. Was looking for a call and didn't get it. It's going back to St. Joseph's.
Great defensive effort there by Abdul Barre.
And well officiated on that play also.
Absolutely. A good no call there.
You can't let a guy just throw his body in there looking for a call. That's not basketball.
Absolutely.
I'm a big fan of physical defense. They let him play here at the King Cotton. 5:40 to go. 20 seconds on the shot clock as Malcolm Price handles from the left side. He'll drive from there. Somehow stayed on his feet as he got some contact. Loses the handle, but Barre picks it up and throws it down. Two hands.
Exclamation mark there. And Price should have gave that one up to Barre in the first place. He was wide open down in the post.
Yeah, when you get in those trees, give it to your tree.
Right, absolutely.
Williams will drive. He's cut off. He's got to kick it back out to Moody. Moody has it stripped by Julius Price, but out of bounds. It'll stay with the Eagles. A little bit of momentum now. Back again for St. Joseph's. They trail by 11.
You said it. They always make a push at some point in each period, and here's the push now. Question is it going to be enough?
Both Williams on the floor for Faith Family. Number 5, Tayshaun, and number 0, Braden. As they'll work it around the perimeter and find it to Placide underneath. That was a baseline cut. Placide came from up top, and they threw it up from the baseline, and he throws it down with two hands. Price on the left wing, looking for Barre inside. Doesn't get it to him. He goes ahead and lofts the three. No good. His brother receives the rebound on the right side, though, and goes down. That's the second time that Malcolm's gone down pretty easy and kind of lost his footing. But this time he will be aided. They're going to call a foul against Moody inside.
And they move so quickly. Both of the Price brothers, man. I mean, it's just constant movement. As soon as they touch the basketball, they're gone, pretty much. So, but again, they have been the main scorers, and it looks like it's by design. But you definitely have to get your teammates involved.
And plus, he has to come out of the game. He's got blood on his jersey. I don't know if it's his or someone else's.
Right, that's a good question. Don't see a cut or anything on.
But he will head down to our good friends at the Arkansas Children's Hospital tent. They are handling all the medical duties today. And they'll get that blood off the jersey. A little bit of alcohol goes a long way on that. Maybe some peroxide. As the inbounds pass is knocked out of bounds, it's going to stay where it's at. And that's exactly what they're doing down there. Got the peroxide spray out. As a quick inbound three-pointer from Julius Price is good. My goodness, Price has 30.
Wow, what a shot.
Single-handedly keeping him in the game, and a timeout as the lead's cut back down to 10. We'll step away for 30 seconds as well and come back after this with King Cotton action right here. Foul trouble is concerned. Young is back on the floor. He's got 4. Nobody else has more than 2. For St. Joseph's, Barre has 4, and nobody else has more than 2.
And that may play a role for these final 4+ minutes.
Absolutely it might. Little dribble handoff action as they run the weave up top. Jones for Faith Family in the white uniform. St. Joseph's wearing their dark uniforms. Jones drives into the chest of Barre. Barre knows he has 4 fouls, has to be careful, and gives up 2 inside.
Smart play by Jones to take it right to him.
You bet. 3 on the way, trying to answer. My goodness, Julius Price is not a human being.
Beautiful shot. Clutch shot there by Price.
2's more than 3, and they cut the lead to 9. Stopping and starting was Jones, and he got a fist in the chest as he drove by Morinini. His bucket will go, plus the harm, and we're going to have a Central Maloney and 1 free throw. The CMI free throw line has been pretty good to both teams tonight. First one's up, and only one's up, and it's good. And timeout. Timeout Eagles. We'll take 30 seconds with them and come right back with more fourth quarter action. 3:50 to go, 70-58. Faith Family leading St. Joseph's, but Price with 30 points. We'll come back with more after this at the King Cotton Holiday Classic right here on the Deltaplex Sports One.
Here comes the full court pressure now. And we said it, every time St. Joseph tries to make a run, it seems that Faith Family has an answer. We'll see if St. Joe's can cut into this deficit.
Malcolm Price up top, works around a screen from Sacker. And Morinini will handle at the top of the key. Turn down a three. He's a sharpshooter if they can ever get it to him. Julius Price, spin moves. He caught it on the left wing, inside the mid-range. No good on the shot. And coming out of there with it are the Eagles. 2-on-1 the other way. They throw it up to Young. Young just lays it on top of the rim, and it falls.
Gets the friendly roll there on the alley-oop.
Morinini. They're going to have to keep making some threes. Julius Price, I'd let him shoot if he wanted to. Drops his defender to the floor, goes up strong, and he's fouled from three-point land. That's 3 Central Maloney free throws upcoming from Julius Price, the Stanford commit.
And look at the handles there by Price, man. Having his defender fall to the floor. And, you know, some of those moves will make you a little weak in the knees, but you'd rather give out and you fall to the floor than it stay up, because then it may be an injury.
I mean,
Price,
that's
man,
ridiculous right
I'm
there.
telling you, man, that was very impressive. Connects on the first free throw. He'll have one remaining. And again, you mentioned it. He's keeping them in this ball game.
I believe Crow Jr. for Inglewood is still the highest scorer in the King Cotton Classic as the second free throw goes. I think he had 37 yesterday, but Price is at 35 right now. Looks like he's going to get there.
Oh, absolutely. If I had to put something on it, I would definitely...
I'd put the mortgage on it.
That's right.
Well, absolutely. One more upcoming from Price. And he drains the third one also.
3 for 3.
72-61. Leads back to 11. First step is to get it to single digits. Then you got to get it inside of 5.
Absolutely.
And you got to get it to one possession inside of 30 seconds. Still a long way to go, though. 2:53 to play.
Starts here.
Jones called for a screen and got it. Now he gives it up, and it's in the hands of Young. Young feeds Moody off a screen. Moody back to Young inside. Young in a bad spot, bailed out with a foul. If that's on Aida, that's his 5th. But they don't. They call it on number 5, Sacker. That's his 3rd. Both big guys in the game for St. Joseph, Aita and Sacker. And they said, they looked at the scores table and said 5, and I think the St. Joseph's coaching staff thought they were saying that was his 5th foul, but it was on number 5.
Okay. See where the confusion is there.
They're just getting that all situated.
Substitution in for St. Joe's as number 10 will re-enter the game, and Bernardo Geronimo. It's your guy.
Geronimo. And that is 5.
Oh, so 5 on number 5. So
okay, so everybody was confused.
You still were correct, though.
That's right. I'll take it. Free throws up from Young. That did not hit the rim. That should be a dead ball, and it is. One more free throw upcoming. That was only the first. And Young will hope to draw iron on this one. Nice smooth stroke. Didn't touch the iron. Went through the hoop.
Again, the full court pressure. Trying to make it difficult for a comeback. Nice pass down low in the finish.
How about that? Just straight down the floor. The way you beat the press is you attack the press.
Absolutely.
Good find from Price down low to Aida. And Faith Family has it coming back the other way.
10-point game. Oh.
Running floater. Just like we always say, every time they get it to about 10, Faith Family has an answer. As Price comes down the other end of the floor and throws up a crazy one that goes, but he was fouled beforehand. They'll say he was fouled on the floor, so we'll inbound from the baseline. Still 2:13 to play, but the lead's at 12. St. Joseph needs to move now. They get it into Price. Price, hoop and harm underneath. They got him on a back cut. He faked going right, went back to the left. Got his defender on his back. His defender pushed him in the back, and he'll stand at the Central Maloney line.
Beautiful finish there, and as you mentioned, the leader scorer in this ball game, 36 points thus far.
Foul goes against number 0. That's Braden Williams. That's Williams' 4th. Williams and Young both on the floor with 4 fouls for Faith Family.
Three-point play opportunity is converted.
And the lead's back down to 9. 2:05 to play in this one. We've got a whistle and offensive foul. Williams gave a hedge to Morinini, and Morinini went down.
I'll tell you what, he did get a little piece of him, but great job by Morinini.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I wasn't going to say it if you didn't say it.
Great job.
Morinini sold it a little bit, though.
He did.
And that's on Williams. That's his 5th foul.
So that's 5 on Williams as well. Oh,
Braden
wow.
Williams is fouled out of the basketball game.
Still with 2:03 remaining. This ball game is not over.
So
Single-digit lead.
Price goes back to work. Price has 39. Right side, long 3 from from Julius Price rather, is off the mark, no good. Fight for the rebound and a travel. So Young came down with it. Young was bumped. They do not call a foul on the bump. They'll say that he traveled with the basketball as he fell.
Apparently lost his balance there after the rebound.
Really nice set to get the ball in. Malcolm Price left wide open for 3 from the left corner, and Malcolm Price that time knocks it down. Malcolm's got 13. His brother, Julius.
St. Joe's, but what that does is now you have to be alert and watch out for the other Price brother that's has been scoring here for St. Joe's as well.
Faith Family basketball. Aita is on the floor for St. Joseph's coming out of the timeout. He's got 4 fouls. He's their big guy, number 35. And we'll see if they decide to take it right to him or not. Faith Family controls with Rose out front.
Trying to eat up a little bit of that clock.
Rose guarded by my buddy Geronimo. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Rose stops and starts, gets a pick from Young, and now works the set. Over to Moody. Moody drives the baseline. Did he step out of bounds? No, they're going to call a body foul against St. Joseph's. And that brings Tom Mott, the head coach of St. Joseph's, to his feet. And a fresh 35 now. 4th team foul, so the rest of the way, there will be free throws for Faith Family. Do you start it right now or not? Yeah, I think you at least try to go for a steal and trap as hard as you can.
Right, absolutely.
Get pretty physical. If they call it, they call it. 1 minute to go. Moody works the right side, gets some contact going up, misses the shot. Aita with a big rebound for St. Joseph's, and they survive the possession. 6-point basketball game. Malcolm Price working to the paint. Little skip pass down to Geronimo. Kick out, Price. Price buries the 3.
Big shot. That was humongous. And we talked about it right before the shot, Sam. Man, you got to watch out for Malcolm now. It seems like he's trying to wake up here late in the game.
Entirety of its existence, but the lead down to its lowest point yet at 3. You don't have to foul if you're St. Joseph's. It's a one-possession game. Morinini steals the inbounds pass. We got a 1-point basketball game.
What a play.
1-point ball game in the Convention Center. And here we go. 27 seconds left to play. Eagles basketball. St. Joseph's wants to foul, and they do. So Julius Price comes up and fouls. That does put the Eagles in the bonus. And only a 1-point lead for Faith Family. They could have run the clock out, so you've got to foul as quick as you can, and that's a good decision.
How about that steal by Morinini, man?
My
what
goodness.
a play there. And you had just said that you don't necessarily have to foul right away. You can go for the steal. Morinini came over with a big one and finished with the layup to pull his team within 1.
Morinini's got 8, but right now they really need Jones to miss one of these 2 free throws. Josiah Jones.
Lead is 2. But it still will be a 1-possession game even if he makes it.
With 23 seconds left, Josiah Jones with the second free throw. That one rims out. It's a 2-point ball game. And how does Faith Family want to play this one? The Convention Center rises to its feet as Julius Price crosses the timeline and hands to his brother, Malcolm. Malcolm around a screen from Aita. Gives it back to Julius. Great hands. 7 seconds on the clock. Julius drives from the right side in. His shot's blocked. Ball out of bounds. It's going back to Faith Family. Big time shot blocked from Young, who just came onto the floor with 4 fouls. And with 1.6 left, I think you've got to foul immediately if you can.
Absolutely. And looks like Julius Price wanted a foul on that drive. doesn't get the call. I'll tell you what, that was a heck of an effort.
That was a heck of an effort in a game today. He's had 17, leading their scoring for Faith Family. Young has had 15, Williams 14, Jones 10.
Or do you commit the foul before the ball is even inbound?
I think you got to wait and see if you can steal the inbounds pass. We got a whistle and a foul. Is this offensive? No, it's not. It goes against St. Joseph's. I thought there was a chance that was going to be an offensive foul against Rose, but it's not.
Now, the good thing about that is no time went off the clock, but they do have 2 shots here. And again, on a miss, the time should expire or come very close to it.
You would certainly think.
Timeouts.
2 free throws upcoming.
Looks like each team has a timeout remaining.
That's correct. Each team does have 1 timeout.
So if you are able to get a miss on the second shot, 2 free throws seals the deal. It's 2-possession game.
Again, no more 1-and-1 in Arkansas high school basketballs. The first one's made. That one's pretty much irrelevant. The second one's the one that matters.
Absolutely. So if in case of a miss and you're St. Joe's, you get the board, you immediately have to call timeout, which should give you at least a second remaining.
Second shot's up. It's off the mark. Gunnar Morinini was calling timeout before he even hit the ground. 1.3. That was really good basketball by Morinini. And that'll at least give him a chance to pull a Christian Leitner.
Absolutely. So they have 1 opportunity here. 1 second remaining on the clock. 1.3 to be exact.
It seems odd that he would start in the left corner because he's going to be catching the ball going back towards the other way. And here we go. Price comes up the floor. They get it to him at the timeline. Price got a dribble off. He got the shot away. Oh, my gosh, It's off target. But how do they let him get that shot off?
Wow, what a game, what a game.
And that's the end of the ball game. Faith Family 77,